So someone sent me this particular message on WhatsApp, and I have to say that this conversation about, the relationship between the A&R and the artist has been a thing for a while now. And this belief that there are no good A&Rs in Nigeria and A&Rs in Nigeria are not professional and all of that. I feel it boils down to understanding who an A&R is and what an A&R is supposed to do. Now, obviously, for people that are heavy on music and understand, music terminologies and all of that, you should know that an A&R, which is like artist and repertoire, is responsible for discovering, developing, and signing talent, basically, right? So generally, apart from the whole label services they offer, which is signing talent and all of that, they help with what is called artist development. Now, they help with tailoring your sound, tailoring your sound to suit an audience and to just really appeal to an audience and all of that. Now, where it becomes an issue is when the artist it doesn't really have this kind of synergy with the A&R. That is one side of the spectrum. Now, the other side of it is when the A&R doesn't even know what it means to be an A&R, right? It's not by hanging around in the studio and saying, yo, ha, ha. That's not what it means to be an A&R. There's a lot of technicality involved in it. But these days, a lot of people like to put that on their title, say, oh, okay, I'm an A&R, I'm an A&R. As an A&R, you need to have a good ear for music. As an A&R, you actually have to love the music. As an A&R, you have to be the kind of person that has very good relationships with producers, songwriters, sound engineers, other artists, and all of that. Because one of the things that you'll be doing as an A&R is determining, okay, this particular song now, I think an Odumodu verse would be good for this. And you know how to get an Odumodu verse. Or I think a Black Bones verse would be good for this. And you know how to get a Black Bones verse, right? Or you listen to the song and you're like, okay, I think we could get SARS to produce. I think we could get SARS to, touch up this record. Or I think we could get Fields to do it. Or I think we could get Magic Sticks to do it. That kind of thing. So you need to be able to have relationships with these people. And you need to be able to understand marketing to a very large extent, music marketing. The elements that exist in a song that could help sell that song that people will gravitate to. And you need to also have this high level of intuition and perception when it comes to trends. You need to be able to spot trends before they even become trends. And you need to find a way of incorporating it into the music so that people, gravitate to the song and it becomes a hit. So there are a lot of things involved in this A&R thing. And I feel like why it feels like a lot of people, or why it feels like, oh, they are not passionate about the music, or is because not a lot of people that call themselves A&Rs actually know what the job entails. And those who know are not really interested in going really hard and training themselves. They are more interested in bearing the title. So that's just pretty much what it is about when it comes to this particular conversation. So the end point is find the A&R that is very passionate about the music and knows how to build relationships with other musicians, and you have a good A&R there. So that's just pretty much it.